is brought to you by American Eagle Mortgage. We get you home on time, whether you're buying or refinancing. By Moe's Southwest Grill, with 3 locations in Greater Cincinnati, there's one near you. And by Recent Clear Roofing, your home's trusted problem solver.
This Reds Reflection is proudly sponsored by Kroger.
In the summer of 1869, the Cincinnati Red Stockings launched a revolution in baseball, and in all of sports, really, as the first successful professional team. For that alone, they deserve to be celebrated in this 150th anniversary year of that glorious season. But there's more to remember about those first boys of summer, those Red Stocking revolutionaries who helped make baseball famous. For one, they were the first team to play on both coasts in the same year. Just imagine, in an era of steamboats, stagecoaches, and trains, the Cincinnati club traveled to the East Coast to play teams in New York, Philadelphia, and Washington, gone the entire month of June. Then in September, on another month-long trip, they journeyed all the way to San Francisco on the brand-new Transcontinental Railroad. Baseball truly earned its reputation as the national pastime after the Red Stockings rode the rails. And one more thing. Before the Red Stockings, baseball club uniforms were pretty plain. Uniform shirts with long pants. But Harry Wright, the captain of the club, came up with a novel idea. Short pants, knicker style, that ended just below the knee. And long stockings. And what color? How about red? Bright red. Creating a distinctive, eye-catching look that became the style for all clubs. And gave the Cincinnati team its nickname to this day. The Reds. The Cincinnati Reds.
One of the first things you're going to notice when you walk in the Reds Hall of Fame is a revamped lobby, but our new logo representing the entire 150-year history of the Reds. This represents now what the museum is all about. An active, vibrant, living museum that brings 150 years of history to life every single day. Pursuit of the Dream is an exploration of the history of the game of baseball dating back to the 1800s, when African-American players were not allowed to play in the major leagues. Pursuit of the Dream analyzes all the trailblazers and the pioneers that really made that possible, from Jackie Robinson to Chuck Harmon to all the great players for the Reds throughout the years who have opened the doors for so many others to play. Here we are, deep within Pursuit of the Dream, an exhibit that explores diversity in baseball. And I'm standing right around one of the most diverse teams ever in Cincinnati Reds history, the Big Red Machine. An example of a group that had all different backgrounds, all different skin colors, but united for one common goal: to win championships. Proof that it doesn't matter where you come from, it's what you unite for. And baseball has been that bonding influence for Cincinnati and beyond. And the Big Red Machine is the great example of how that can all come together. When you reach the 3rd floor of the museum, it's going to become a chronological journey through 150 years of Reds history. We'll first talk about all the firsts that the Cincinnati Reds have brought to the game of baseball. And then we're going to show you the equipment then and now. Whether it's the balls, the bats, the uniforms, the catcher's gear, the game has changed immensely, and we're going to bring that to life for you right at the beginning of the museum. The Reds timeline traces the history of 150 years right before your eyes, whether it's the uniform and how it's changed, or all the paraphernalia and memorabilia that's associated with the game of baseball. As you go from 1876 to the current day, you'll feel like you're right in the middle of the action. Over 6,000 artifacts are on display in the entire Reds Timeline Gallery and Baseball Card Archive. We're going to bring over 5,000 Reds baseball cards to life. Whether you want to view them in person, they're in the pull-out drawers behind me, or if you want to look at the digitized collection, we'll have a monitor for you to do that here. Broadcasting has been such an important part of Reds history, bringing the game into the living rooms of households all over Reds country. Here we are in the Marty and Joe Broadcasting exhibit, where visitors can explore that unique history of broadcasting in Cincinnati. Sit down at the Fox Sports studio desk and correspond with Jim Day and Jeff Pecora and record your highlight video and have that sent to you so you can email to all your friends, or step into the radio booth and see how you are at calling a great play like Marty and Jeff. The dream of every aspiring baseball player is to be a Cincinnati Red, but the ultimate achievement is to be a Reds Hall of Famer. The Reds Hall of Fame Gallery features the bronze plaques of the 89 players who have reached the highest level of success with the team. Not only can visitors come in and view the bronzes, they can step up to a kiosk and search a database and find out everything that they would like about their player. Perhaps their hero is left fielder George Foster. You can look these players up here, take a look at all their biographical information, analyze their statistics, and even touch this button and bring the room to life. At the end of the tour, fans can walk into the Williams Family Champions Gallery, a celebration of all the championships the Reds have won, all 5 of them, 1919, 1940, 1975, 76, and 1990. Fans will feel like they're in the center of action and trying to win another World Series championship. This special place, I think, will remind people of the great days of Reds history. The World Series trophies will be on display, surrounded by artifacts that were used in those series. This space is also very rentable, so if you have a group that would like to have an outing before or after the game, this special event space is unique. This is the place that you're going to want to be.
All right, first off, you should go to the Hall of Fame, just like these coaches from all around Reds country did this morning. It's our warm-up pitch presented by Furniture Fair. That's Reds hitting coach Turner Ward and pitching coach Derek Johnson doing a coach's clinic on a Sunday morning, Jim, before a game.
Tell you what, it's big time.